Welcome to Module 5, Literature and Research Design. Up to this point, you've learned how to define a strong research problem, write focused questions or hypotheses, and understand the frameworks that guide inquiry. Now it's time to dig deeper and ask what's already been said about this topic, what's already been tried, tested, and debated. That's the purpose of this module, to introduce you to the essential role of literature review and show you how to use existing knowledge to inform your research design. Why start with the literature? All research builds on what came before. Conducting a literature review ensures that you're not repeating work that's already been done, or worse, drawing conclusions that have already been disproven. But it's more than just summarizing a list of sources. A good literature review critically evaluates past research. It asks, what trends or patterns appear across studies? What theoretical frameworks have been used? Where are the gaps? What questions are still unanswered? This process does two critical things. It justifies your study, showing why your question still matters. It helps you design smarter, using what worked or didn't work in previous studies to shape your own plan. In both academic and applied settings, the literature review lays the foundation for clarity, credibility, and innovation. What is a research design? Once you've reviewed the existing research, the next step is to design your own study. A research design is a blueprint, a plan for how you will collect, analyze, and interpret data. There are many different types of designs, but in this module, we'll focus on three core categories. Exploratory, used when the problem is not well defined. These designs are flexible and open-ended, often using interviews or focus groups to generate new insights. Descriptive, these studies aim to document and describe patterns, behaviors, or conditions. Surveys and observational methods are common here. Experimental, these designs test cause and effect relationships by manipulating variables. They're often used in scientific, psychological, or medical research. Your research design should always be chosen based on the question you're asking. There is no one-size-fits-all. Instead, design is about alignment, making sure your purpose, question, and methods all work together. Theoretical frameworks and design alignment. As you design your study, you'll also need to consider the theoretical framework. This is the lens through which you interpret your topic. It includes existing models, concepts, or theories that help explain the phenomenon you're studying. For example, if you're researching learning in adult education, you might draw on Knowles's theory of andragogy. If you're studying organizational behavior, you may reference transformational leadership theory. The theoretical framework isn't just background, it shapes your research question, guides your method, and gives meaning to your results. All of these pieces, your topic, your literature review, your design, and your theoretical framework, must work in harmony. That's called design alignment. When everything connects logically, your research is not only more coherent, it's more persuasive, more useful, and more likely to be taken seriously by peers, funders, and stakeholders. Real-world application, design from evidence. This week's activity is all about application. Here's what you'll do. Choose a topic or problem that interests you. Find 2 peer-reviewed journal articles or credible research studies related to that topic. Pay close attention to the research designs they used. Were they qualitative or quantitative? Did they use interviews, surveys, experiments? Summarize your findings in a short paragraph. What did these studies teach you about your topic, and what do they suggest about how it should be studied? Then, draft a mini research design for your own topic. You'll outline your approach, qualitative or quantitative, your target population or sample, your data collection tool, survey, interview, observation, or something else. This task helps you translate theory into practice, moving from reviewing research to creating your own. What you need to do this week. Read the course guide sections on the literature review and research design. Complete the literature and design survey to submit your article summaries and your draft research design. Take the Module 5 quiz to review the basics of research design and the literature review process. You'll need at least 80% to move forward. In summary, research isn't just about discovering something new, it's about connecting with a larger body of knowledge. A well-executed literature review shows that you know the field. A thoughtful research design proves that your work belongs in it. This module gives you the tools to do both. So take your time, read carefully, and begin building the foundation of a study that's not only original, but informed, aligned, and methodologically sound. Let's begin.